The Jamison Files, 11 pages of madness and a mountain of silence. Look closely at this photograph. A 6-year-old girl named Madison Jamison standing on a rocky slope in the Unsolved Mountains of Oklahoma. At first glance, it looks like a typical family memory, a snapshot of a weekend trip. But look at her eyes. There is no joy in that expression. There is only a chilling, vacant stare, as if she is looking directly at her own fate, or perhaps at something standing just behind her father as he held the camera. This was the last moment the world saw Madison alive. In October 2009, she, along with her parents Bobby and Sherilyn, vanished into thin air. No ransom notes were ever sent. No signs of a struggle were ever found. Just a truck left in the middle of a dirt road, and a mystery that would grow darker and more twisted with every single piece of evidence uncovered by the Unsolved archives. 8 days after the family was reported missing, local hunters stumbled upon their abandoned pickup truck. What they found inside defied all human logic. The family's beloved dog, Maisie, was still locked in the back seat, emaciated and nearly dead from starvation. For anyone who knew the Jamisons, this was the first red flag. They treated that dog like a member of the family. Why would they leave her to die? But as investigators looked under the driver's seat, they found something even more baffling. An envelope containing $32,000 in cash. In a world often driven by greed, this wasn't a robbery. Their IDs, their warm jackets, and their cell phones were all left behind. It was as if the Jamisons had simply stepped out of the vehicle for a second and evaporated into the mountain mist. But the true horror wasn't found on that mountain road. It was hidden in the digital memory of their home security cameras. When police seized the surveillance footage from the Jamison home, what they saw sent shivers down their spines. For over an hour, Bobby and Sherilyn Jamison moved like zombies. They walked back and forth from their house to the truck in a silent, mechanical trance. They didn't speak a word to each other. They didn't even look at each other. They just loaded the car with an intensity that seemed inhuman. In the footage, Sherilyn was seen carrying a mysterious brown briefcase, a briefcase that has never been found to this very day. What was inside that case? Was it the key to their disappearance, or did it contain something far more occult? To understand the tragic end of this family, we must look into the dark archives of their final months. The Jamisons believed they were at war with the supernatural. Bobby had approached his pastor, asking for special bullets to kill the spirits he claimed were haunting their home. He spoke of ghosts, of dark shadows, and of 2 children he believed lived in their walls. Sherilyn, on the other hand, claimed she was a daughter of a king and possessed special spiritual powers. But the most disturbing lead was an 11-page letter found inside the abandoned truck. It wasn't a suicide note. It was a manifesto of pure, unadulterated hatred, written by Sherilyn to her husband Bobby. It was a document filled with talk of death, broken spirits, and a crushing sense of doom that seemed to follow them into those mountains. Were they running from ghosts in the woods, or were the ghosts already inside their own minds? For 4 long years, the Unsolved Mountains surrendered nothing. Then, in 2013, the silence was finally broken. The skeletal remains of Bobby, Sherilyn, and Madison were discovered just 3 miles from where their truck had been abandoned. They were lying side by side, face down in the dirt, perfectly lined up in a row. To the investigators, it looked like an execution. Yet, the mystery only deepened at the lab. The medical examiner found no signs of trauma. No bullet holes in the skulls, no broken bones, no traces of poison. The official cause of death was listed as inconclusive. Did they succumb to the biting cold of the mountain night? Did they take their own lives in some kind of tragic, cult-like pact? Or did the darkness they had been fighting at home finally catch up to them in the shadows of the trees. The Jamison family is gone, leaving behind only questions and that final, haunting photo, a silent warning about the secrets we carry with us when we step into the wild. I'm Abdullah, and this is Unsolved Archives. If you are drawn to the world's most chilling mysteries and the files that refuse to be closed, subscribe and join us. The truth is out there, waiting in the shadows of the archives.